Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Journey, Song 48 from Gitanjali by Rabindranath Tagore. In this 48th poem in his Gitanjali, The Journey, Rabindranath Tagore speaks about the poet's, that is his own spiritual emancipation. Emancipation means freedom. How spiritually he got his freedom. He describes a journey that he is undertaking with a group of his friends, and all of them had promised not to stop until they reach their destination. They began their journey in the morning, and on their way they heard the birds chirping. Flowers bloomed alongside the path they were walking. The sun's rays was peeping through the clouds, and it appeared like gold. But all this beauty never distracted them from their journey. They never wasted their time. They never sang any song. They never played any music while they were undertaking the journey. They did not even visit the village to barter, nor did they converse even between themselves. They did not want to waste any time. Instead, they were pacing up more and more since they were focused on completing their journey without any delay. While it was midway through the day, the doves cooed under the shade. The dry leaves shook in the hot air of the afternoon winds. They saw the shepherd boy dozing away under the shadow of the banyan tree. Tired from the long journey, the poet decided to lay down by the water, and he stretched his limbs along the lush green meadows. His companions mocked him for his lazy behavior, and they left him behind as they had to complete their journey as they had promised. They never looked back, and slowly as they walked away, they faded in the distance. The poet's companions undertook a most struggling journey across meadows and hills. They traveled through far off unknown lands. In order to honor the divine God, they undertook such a challenging journey. The mocking voice within himself bothered him that he could not finish his journey, but it had no effect on him, for he was engulfed in his deep meditation. He gave up on finishing the journey to attain spirituality through external abilities and was more contained in his glad humiliation. As he continues to lounge about, his soul gets enriched with that of the evening sunset. This is for the second time that he gets ambiguous regarding his decision of attaining spiritual liberation with that of God through meditation. The maze of shadows and songs took over his consciousness, and he forgot his reason for undertaking such a journey. At last, when he woke up from his slumber and opened his eyes, he realized that he had finally attained oneness with God through his inner spiritual self. God was standing by his side, looking at him, smiling with love. He realized that to reach God, one need not struggle because God is always within you. The poet's anticipation of the journey being long and wearisome was finally displaced by his own realization. It's a beautiful song. Come, let's read his poem. The morning sea of silence broke into ripples of bird songs, and the flowers were all merry by the roadside. And the wealth of gold was scattered through the rift of the clouds, while we busily went on our way and paid no heed. We sang no glad songs nor played. We went not to the village for barter, we spoke not a word nor smiled. We lingered not on the way. We quickened our pace more and more as the time sped by. The sun rose to the mid-sky, and doves cooed in the shade. Withered leaves danced and whirled in the hot air of noon. The shepherd boy drowsed and dreamed in the shadow of the banyan tree. And I laid myself down by the water and stretched my tired limbs on the grass. My companions laughed at me in scorn. They held their heads high and hurried on. They never looked back nor rested. They vanished in the distant blue haze. They crossed many meadows and hills and passed through strange, faraway countries. All honor to you, heroic host of the interminable path. Mockery and reproach pricked me to rise, but found no response in me. I gave myself up for lost in the depth of glad humiliation, in the shadow of a dim delight. The repose of the sun embroidered green gloom slowly spread over my heart. I forgot for what I had travelled and I surrendered my mind without struggle to the maze of shadows and songs. At last, when I woke from my slumber and opened my eyes, I saw thee standing by me, flooding my sleep with thy smile. How I had feared that the path was long and wearisome, and the struggle to reach thee was hard. With this, he ends the poem. It's a beautiful poem by Tagore which tells us that one need not really physically struggle to reach God. Even through meditation, you can find oneness with Him, and God will be by your side, smiling with love if you love Him truly and if you want to reach Him. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.